guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. We are in my dressing room today. I'm going to start my declutter in here. If you guys saw my New Year's video, I said that I was going to focus on a new room every month to declutter my entire house. So today is part one of my dressing room. If you're interested in seeing all of these declutter videos, definitely subscribe so you don't miss any of them. And let's get into it. I'm going to turn you guys around, show you my vanity, show you what it's looking like, and then we'll go from there. If I'm sitting at my desk, this is what I see. So I have two sets of Alex drawers, one on each side. And first we're going to tackle this side. This has a lot of my makeup in it, and I actually couldn't open one of the drawers. It got stuck because I had too much makeup in it. So I did have some organizers in here before, but I had to take them out so that everything would fit. So this obviously needs to be decluttered. And then this drawer, there are definitely some separators, some organization, but all of this needs to be decluttered. Like all of this is mascara, and these are all open. Like these are not all good. I don't use them. They've got to go. So that is the first two drawers. And then this drawer is a bunch of eyeshadow palettes, way too many. This drawer is all foundations. And then this drawer is just a disaster. In case you didn't see my Insta stories, I did grab some containers, new organizers. I will link them below, but they did come in a few different sizes. So I just want to see kind of which ones are going to fit. So it looks like I could definitely do two of these if I wanted, or let me just separate these. So two of these fit across, or I could also do a configuration like this where a large one and then a couple small ones, something like that. So that is good to know. And then I can also fit three of these across as well, and these could also go the other way. I was thinking I was gonna do all of this right here, but I think it's going to be easier to move over to the rug and do it on the floor, and then I can kind of put things into the bins. So I'm gonna move all of my makeup from these drawers over to the floor over there. Okay, this is all of my powders, bronzers, blushes, highlights in here. This is like random stuff that was in the back of the drawer, along with brow products, some tools, mascaras, and more tools. Okay, first I'm gonna go through, actually I'll go through these. These will probably be easier. It seems like it'll make the most sense to keep them in these skinny containers. So I just have some of these like daily contacts. I don't need access to them all the time because they're not the ones that I wear, but I thought that I should hold on to them in case I run out of mine. You know what? I'm going to toss these. I didn't like them, and I have the ones that I like. I just need to be responsible and reorder them before I run out of them. So I'm gonna toss these. These sponges are all old. This one is the Laura Mercier one. I just recently tried it and I didn't like it, so I'm going to get rid of it. And then these all three are old. And the one I'm using actually is getting old, so I need to replace it and just start fresh. In here, I have my eyelash curler, which I'm going to keep. This is the best one I've ever tried. It is the Shiseido one, so I'm definitely keeping this. And then I'm going to keep my scissors, my two pairs of tweezers. This is a tool for my skin. I'm going to keep that. And then I'm just going to keep this one puff from Laura Mercier. I don't need this comb or this other puff because I'm just not going to use them. And then this is contact stuff, so I'm going to keep this stuff as well. Maybe I will just put it in a different bin. In this bin, I have this little mirror. I'm going to keep this. This I hated, so I'm going to pass that along. Moving on to mascaras. These, I think, are all open. So I'm going to get rid of all of them except for this one, which is my Caution Extreme Lash Mascara from Hourglass, and then the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. These two are open and I really love both of them, but all of these are ones that I've tried out, but obviously you can't have this many mascaras open and have them all be good. So these, I'm sure some of them are dried out, some of them are probably still good. but I don't need this many mascaras when these are the two that I use every single day. This is a backup of the Caution Extreme. I'm going to keep this, but I'll find a new home for backups. And then this is a Lash Paradise liner, so I'm going to put this in my backups as well. Along with these are the Fresh Sugar Lip Treatments. These are really good. So those are all backups that I know I'm going to use. This is my Laneige sleeping mask. I'm going to take this upstairs. And then these again are just backup razors. Over here I have 2 sharpeners. I'm going to keep these. I'm not sure which of these little refills go with this curler, so I want to figure that out and then throw away the rest of them. I know it's not the red, but I have to look at these ones and see which one so that I can keep a backup for it. These ones work for it, so I'll keep this. These are all brow products. Again, I'm going to be very picky. I will keep my Gimme Brow. I have 2 sizes. The big one I think is almost out, so I'll just use that one up and then use this trial and grab a new one. The ColourPop Brow Boss Gel, I'm going to keep that. The Hourglass, this one is almost out, so I will finish this one up. This one is from Milani. I like this one too, but this is actually also almost out. And then I'm just going to get rid of this one, which is from Shella or Chella. I just didn't really like this. I think I got it in a subscription box. Same with the Brow Food. I'm just going to toss that. This is from Bare Minerals. I'm going to keep this pomade, and then this is a gel liner from Maybelline, which I really like too, so I'm going to keep that as well. That got pared down a lot. This is what I'm getting rid of. This is what I'm keeping. I'm just going to quickly sort through these by category so that it's kind of easier to go through. So we'll do powders, bronzers, blushes, and highlights. Okay, this is messy. I'm just going to put them each in a separate bin so that we can go through them individually. These are my powders. So first I'm just going to go through the ones that I 100% for sure want to keep. That's definitely the Benefit Hello Happy, my new Urban Decay Stay Naked, and then the 2 Laura Mercier. This is the translucent in regular, and this is the glow version. I can condense these. All 3 of these are the same powder in different packaging, so I'm just going to condense these into one. I'll pass on this Pretty Vulgar one. I don't have anything against it necessarily. I just haven't really used it. I don't reach for it. There's no point in hanging on to it. Laura Geller, this is not my shade. This one from ColourPop, I actually think I'm going to keep. I really do like it. It's in the shade medium. The same with the Fit Me. The Milani Prep Set and Go I haven't used in a long time. I'll pass it on. Same thing with the Makeup Revolution and the ColourPop No Filter. And then this is the Becca. I actually really like this one as well. I was trying to keep it closed for a little bit because I heard that it dries out. So I'm going to go ahead and try using this again and just see how mine is, because I really liked it when I first started trying it. I wanted to get rid of more than half, so I'm looking back through here. I'm actually going to pass on this powder from NYX. I don't use that a lot. And then I guess I'll pass on this one from Maybelline as well. So I'm getting rid of 7 and I'm keeping 6. Bronzers are slightly harder for me because they're one of my favorite makeup products. So I'm going to pull out some that I for sure want to keep. The Chanel, this is one of my only cream bronzers and I absolutely love it. My Hourglass, this is one of my favorites. I also use both of these on a very, very regular basis. The Becca in Capri Coast and the Marc Jacobs in Tantastic. I'm going to pass on the Bronze Booster. This one is old and I've hit pan. It's time to let it go. The Pretty Vulgar, I just don't use this one. I haven't used this Makeup Geek one in a really long time either. I'll pass on the one from Morphe. I am going to keep the Kylie bronzer in Tequila Tan. I really, really like this one. And I will keep the Hoola. Can't go wrong with Benefit Hoola. This NARS I'm going to pass on. I've had it for way too long and I've hit major pan on it. Same with the Makeup Revolution. I just never reach for this. This Milani, I really like it, but I don't reach for it unless it's summertime. This is a maybe. I'm going to keep the Jouer Duo. I really like this, and it's been kind of lost in my collection, so I do want to continue using it. This Laura Mercier one is new to my collection, so I do want to keep trying it out. I have two Bare Minerals ones. I really love the formula of this Invisible Bronze, but it's just a little bit too light for me, so I don't use it. So I'm going to pass this one on, and I'm going to keep this one. This is in Warmth. This Lorac, I'm actually going to keep two in Pool Party. And the It Cosmetics, I will, shoot, I want to keep this one too. I might keep this one for now. I'll pass on the Milani. And then this is from Burberry. This is a contour stick. It's my one of like 3 contour sticks, so I'm going to keep this. Becca Songbird, I use this almost daily, so I'm definitely going to keep this. This I just got, I think, last month in my BoxyCharm. It's from Ciate, and I'm definitely keeping this as well. I love this. The Buxom in Wanderlust. Oh my gosh, this color is so pretty. I'm definitely keeping this one as well. And my Hourglass in Mood Exposure, one of my favorites. This Color FX Duo, I really, really love this color as well. I'll pass on the Too Faced. It's pretty old and I've hit pan on it. The Tarte in Dollface, I just don't really reach for this one anymore, so I'll pass that on. And the Flower Beauty, I don't use this. The Flesh, I haven't used this one in so long. I think maybe since I tried the brand out. And I remember liking this, I just don't ever reach for it. The NYX Ombre Blush, again, just don't use it. And I'll pass on this as well. This Bare Minerals Gen Nude is so pretty, but again, I just don't ever use it. I might keep this and see if I will use it. I'm going to keep the Milani in Romantic Rose, but I'm going to pass this one on in Tea Rose. The Burt's Bees in Cinnamon is so good. And then I will keep the Lorac in Technicolor. This Marc Jacobs is so pretty in Kink and Kisses. And then this Milani, I want to try it out again. I think it might just be a little bit too glittery for me, but it is in Luminoso. And I know they've reformulated this a few times, so I'm going to try it out very soon and then decide. The Tarte Blush in Exposed, I want to try it again. I feel like I just tried this and I didn't get really a lot of pigmentation out of it, so I'm going to try it again and then decide. Moving on to highlights, I'm for sure keeping my Hourglass. It's my favorite. And then this one from Burberry, I really love this too. It is so pretty. The Becca Champagne Pop, have to keep this one. This one from Tarte, I really love too. I've hit pan on it. It's in Stunner. I'm going to pass on this one from Dose of Colors. I just never use it in Soulmate. And the same with this Dose of Colors in Fuego. The Nightlight from Makeup Geek. A lot of these have just barely been used because I've had too many. The Pixie in Santorini Sunset. And then this Becky and Chrissy collab. I just never ever use this. Jouer and Topaz I'm going to hold on to. And then this one from Laura Mercier, I just haven't really had time to play around with it yet, so I'm going to keep that. And then the same with this one from Laura Mercier. I'm going to hang on to my Bare Minerals Invisible Glow and the Milani, but I think I might pass on the rest of these. This is from Algenist, and I just haven't really been using a lot of highlighters in general. This Pretty Vulgar one. I have one from Flesh, the What's Up from Benefit, this one from NYX. The Marc Jacobs I think I might keep. This is a really good one for your body, just because it is larger. This Lorac one in Daylight is super pretty, but I don't have enough face to have all of these for. This powder one from Bare Minerals. This is a Burberry stick. I actually might keep this so I have one other option besides my Hourglass in a cream formula. And then I'll pass on both of these. What I'm thinking is I'll have one of these for each category. So powder, bronzer, blush, highlight, and then one for just my everyday makeup. I might do a powder everyday makeup and then, or maybe I'll do a different drawer with all of my everyday makeup and have everything else in different drawers. We'll see how it goes, but for now I'm gonna put everything, each category, into a separate bin. All right, this is what I'm keeping. Powder, bronzer, blush, highlight, and then this is the everyday stuff. This is all that is in my top drawer right now. I still might change this around. I'm going to declutter everything else, and then I guess I'll do like the final format of what I do with these drawers, but this is the first drawer so far. And then this is the second drawer, and there's nothing farther back in there. So I have kind of my everyday powder, bronzer, blush. And I actually don't even have a highlight in here because I haven't been wearing highlight. And then I have my powders, blushes, bronzers, and highlights all in these separate containers. This feels really good to me. And I did my makeup today with just this little section, and it was so convenient. So I'm really happy with that. This is everything that I have decluttered out of my powders, bronzers, blushes, highlights, mascara, and brow products. So this is an overview. Quite a few items are going. I'm very proud of this. So this is part one. I will be doing part two, which will include my foundations, concealers, eyeshadow palettes, and face palettes. So that'll be up next. And then the rest of my beauty and makeup products will be following that. So definitely stay tuned and subscribe so you don't miss anything. I will see you guys in my next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.